North Vancouver, this is your May market update. Now, since the election, we have noticed that activity has started to pick up. More offers, more viewings on showings. I'm getting more phone calls from buyers. However, the numbers that we're gonna hear today are actually a month before the election. So the numbers are gonna be a little bit more bleak than what we're probably gonna see next month. But let's get into it. Starting off with condos, we saw 457 active sales. Now that is a 50% increase from this time last year. We saw 96 sales and average days on market is sitting in and around 22 days. Now, when we look at the benchmark pricing for condos, we're sitting at $815,000. With the sales to active ratio that measures whether or not we're in a buyer's market or seller's market is at 20%, meaning we're in a seller's market for condos. Moving on to townhomes, we saw 138 active listings. Now that inventory is up 40% from this time last year. We saw 24 sales and average days on market for a townhome is sitting in and around 20 days. Now, if we look at benchmark pricing, the average benchmark price for a townhome is sitting at $1,325,000, and that's a 5% decrease from this time last year. And if we look at the sales to active ratio, we see that townhomes are selling at a 17% sales to active ratio, meaning that we're in a more balanced market when it comes to townhomes. Last but not least, we saw detached homes. We saw 364 active listings with 73 sales. Days on market was sitting in and around 17, with benchmark pricing just $1 off 2.2 million. Now the sales to active ratio was at 20%, meaning we're on the border of a balance and seller's market. Now, when we're looking at the market as a whole, I've been saying this for months, we are in a delayed spring. So I do think inventory will pick up and buyers will become more and more active. And in June, we will hear about what's gonna happen with that interest rate. Now, they could decrease it, they could keep it the same, but we'll find out. Now, my name's Anthony Trinetti, and if you have any questions about what's going on in the market, reach out. And remember, when you're ready, call Trinetti.